city of Detroit with honor, integrity, and distinction for 27 years as a proud and dedicated member of the Detroit Fire Department. And whereas, a beloved son of Detroit's East Side and a graduate of Cass Technical High School, he answered the call to public service in 1999, committing his life to protecting the residents, neighborhoods, and businesses of our great city. And whereas, throughout nearly 3 decades of exemplary service, Lieutenant Fahoome demonstrated extraordinary courage, steadfast leadership, and an unwavering commitment to duty, repeatedly running toward danger to safeguard the lives and well-being of others. And whereas, Lieutenant Fahoome bravely battled cancer and passed away on January 27, 2026, a solemn reminder of the unseen risks firefighters face in service to our community. And whereas, beyond the fire ground, Lieutenant Fahoome was a devoted husband, loving father of 3 sons, trusted mentor to countless firefighters, and a pillar of strength and compassion within both the department and the broader community. And whereas, his legacy of service extended further through his co-founding of Motor City Fire, a nonprofit organization dedicated to supporting firefighters and their families and ensuring that the spirit of brotherhood and service endures for generations to come. Now therefore be it resolved that I, Mary Sheffield, Mayor of the City of Detroit, do hereby honor and celebrate the life, service, and enduring legacy of Lieutenant Dale Fahoome, and do extend my heartfelt condolences to his family. May you find comfort in the cherished memories of his extraordinary life and steadfast dedication. My prayers are with you during this difficult time. Rest in peace, Lieutenant Fahoome. Your watch is complete and your service will not be forgotten. May God bless you all.
Good morning. Good afternoon. And I would like to thank the Fahoome family for allowing me to share this very special moment with you this afternoon. Today, we have heavy hearts, but also are deeply filled with gratitude. On behalf of the City of Detroit and the residents that we serve, I stand here to honor Lieutenant Dale Fahoome for 27 years of faithful, courage service to our city. For nearly 3 decades, he answered every call with professionalism, strength, and unwavering commitment to protecting life and property. Lieutenant Fahoome was not just a firefighter, if there is even such a thing. He was a mentor, as I mentioned earlier, a leader at Ladder 22, and a man who continued to grow, earning his EMT license and completing his degree, even while serving on the front lines of D-Day. That speaks to his character. To his wife, Lisa, and 2 sons, Tony, William, and Walter, thank you. Thank you for sharing with the City of Detroit. Thank you for the birthdays, the holidays, the quiet evenings that he was away, answering calls and alarms, so other families could be safe. We know that service is never given by one person alone, and it is carried by the entire family. It takes a special kind of person, a special kind of courage to gear up each day knowing that you may be running towards it while others are running away. This kind of bravery can't be taught. It's rooted in character, and it's rooted in love for community. Lieutenant Fahoome's watch may have ended, but his legacy is not. His service strengthens the proud tradition of the Detroit Fire Department, and his example will live on in those who will train and in the lives of those he helped protect. To the Fahoome family and the entire Detroit Fire Department community, we offer our deepest condolences and our enduring respect. I also would like to present a testimonial resolution that is signed by all the members of the Detroit City Council. And I want to make it known that these testimonial resolutions aren't just sheets of paper. It outlines a lot of very important. In addition to that, these testimonial resolutions are filed with the Detroit City Clerk, which means 100 years from now, 200 years from now, 300 and beyond, everyone will be able to understand very clearly the legacy and the work and the service and the dedication of Dale. Thank you so much.
And to Engine 40, I was his FEO. I didn't just drive the engine, I was his lifeline, responsible for the apparatus, the equipment, the water, the pressure, and the timing. He was responsible for leading the crew and being exact, consistent, and accountable. I had no time on the job, but he had no rank. And that front seat is where rank and experience met in real time. That's where plans are built before the wheels stop rolling. That's where accountability lives. That's where trust is earned. And we earned it together. Some firefighters fill a seat, others define it, and Dale defined it with high standards and consistent performance. He stepped into that firehouse and learned the rhythm, the culture, the chaos, and the expectations. And make no mistake, he rose. Run after run, side by side. Our crew built a master plan for whatever the city put in front of us. He was always thinking 2 steps ahead. And the front seat told me everything I needed to know about him. That he was steady, he was calculated, he was dependable. If you ever spend any time with Dale, you know this. He had a slightly muffled tone. Sometimes you had to lean in and really listen until you got familiar with his dialect. And you might find yourself saying,
Dialect.
"Sir, say that one more time." But underneath that tone was clarity, focus, and strategy. Dale was extremely popular in his department. And that's because he was genuine. He didn't try to fit in. He just simply did. He respected everyone whose path he crossed. He carried himself with confidence, and his character spoke for itself. He moved across cultures and backgrounds without hesitation because his character traveled much farther than his rank ever could. He loved his job. He didn't tolerate it. He didn't coast through it. He embraced it. He carried his rank with purpose and the responsibility and with pride. He was laughter in the bay and at the dining table. He was disciplined when it mattered. And he was an officer who could hold the line and still bring levity when the ship needed it. He had balance, and that's leadership. Beyond the fireground, he was a creator, an entrepreneur. If you needed a logo, a shirt, a hoodie, Dale could bring it to life. He supported the Phoenix alongside his partner, Phil Nuttles. Turning ideas into something that you could wear with pride. Over these past months, Dale faced his illness the same way he faced fires, forward, focused, and unshaken. He didn't retreat. He didn't have excuses, no complaints. He did it with grit, courage, and dignity. Today, I have the solemn honor of presenting this eagle. An honor traditionally reserved for retirement. The eagle is not decorative, ceremonial fluff. This eagle represents leadership, vigilance. It represents earning your place and rising above all the storms. And Dale embodied every one of those things long before the statue was ever cast. Today is not about what he did needed to finish. It's about what he completed. He left nothing undone. He gave everything that he had to give. And in this department, in this city, that matters. Dale may not have walked out the door from his shift the way that we all imagine. But after 27 years of service, his career was substantial. His impact was real, and his watch was honorable. To his family, the man he loved was respected here. He mattered here. His name will be spoken in these firehouses for decades to come. And to his brothers and sisters in the Detroit Fire Department, we lost more than a lieutenant. We lost a presence, a friend, a mentor, a brother. Our firehouses and our hearts will not be the same. But he will rise from the ashes and carry us forward in every alarm, every laugh around the table, and in every life we touch along the way. Lieutenant Fahoome, your watch is complete. Your mission is fulfilled. You left no hot spots, and your disposition was evidence of a job well done. The men and women of the Detroit Fire Department will take you from here, just as you expect us to. Rest easy, Lieutenant. We got it from here.
The Fahoome family, you guys took me in, treated me as one of your own. I love you guys for that. Turner family, you all took me. Love you all. Ricky, Walt, Tony, you all will always be my nephew. Junior, you too. Gotta count you. Dang. But Dale was one of those friends where you could call him anytime, day or night. He complained a little bit, but he'd be right there for you. I remember in September, we took a ball trip to Baltimore. That was the last trip we took together. We had a great time. Hung out with Pella's husband Mike, and I'm gonna miss him. I'm gonna pass the mic to Paul. Thank you.
Okay, if you didn't know Dale, you don't understand what I'm talking about. That's just what it is.
Okay.
Being in this position, it's already been enough said about him as far as his character and what kind of man he was. Now I got some stuff that I'm gonna talk about because this wasn't just somebody. This was my friend, this was family. Like me, Walt, and Dale working at their moving company. Moving. And I was a man on the job. That was a side hustle, but Dale was the first person I met when I walked through the firehouse. And I'll never forget him standing at the journal. And I'm like, yeah, well, I'm in the trial, man. He's like, what up, boy? And I'm family, Walt know that. Me, Coco, Dale, Rod, all on the bowling league together before they were even married. Okay, so this is family to me. And yes, this is a hard, but more than anything, I'd like to say, Dale wasn't the type of person who motivated you. He inspired you by his action. There was plenty of times, and I'm older than Dale, but I learned so much from that guy. I'm hearing people say, Coquise, no, that's Coco. Okay, it ain't Dale, it's D10. That's because of his jersey number when he played baseball, and his badge number was 3510. And so we all affectionately called him 10. And I'm not gonna take up too much time, but one of the most interesting things is we ran an engine 55. And when I started my truck service, which Dale was paramount in everything I learned about truck work. But what I remember that sticks out a lot is if anybody, guys on the fire department, men and women on the fire department, you'll know at 55, it's a triple cab. So you have the engine, you have the truck, and then you have the chief car that used to be in the center. And so you had to pull the rig in a certain way, and Dale taught me how to do that. Because if you didn't do it right, you was gonna hit the chief's car, and next thing you know, you're going down on charge. so he affectionately ended up calling it the 1-0 whip. He had to swing it in just right. And you know, I'm not gonna take up too much time because I'm not at a shortage of stories for Dale. Okay, long time. But what a lot of people don't realize either is how accomplished of a cook he was. He was a very good cook. In fact, he taught me a recipe that I still use to this day. And it's vegetables and cheese inside of a meatloaf, and you got to do it this way. And he called it the gangster. Yeah, this guy here, sense of humor, unrivaled. One thing that we definitely shared in common was our ability to be able to name movie quotes. And we would just feed off, oh yeah, that's some trading places, oh, that's what that. And Dale was sharp. He was sharp. And he's going to forever be missed. This one hit home, and it hit hard. But I'm glad that I had the opportunity and the privilege to have that man be a part of my life.
I met him 27 years ago. I was a trial man, rookie. He had 6 months more than me. He already had his things. I mean, a small little fire, nothing major, little air conditioning unit on top of the liquor store. It's the middle of the summer, middle of the day. It's hot. It's more hot, the weather, than this little